That's my nigga, man. But nah, he gets some great interns, man. Shout out to Vic.
Yeah,
He's currently
Big
out in
Vic.
Rome doing his thing, Big Vic. We're gonna have that motherfucker running around and getting busy real soon, man. But he's a great dude. This podcast is sponsored by none other than Foulmouth Angel. Like old God always lets y'all know, follow him at Foulmouth Angel on Instagram and on YouTube at Foulmouth Angel TV, man. The shit's bright as a motherfucker today. It look like it's glistening today, man.
Yeah.
This shit's dope.
Yeah, man. We loving definitely the set, you know, here on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. We got a lot of guests lined up, man. Y'all just gonna wait and see on the podcast, man. We're booking people each and every day, man.
Facts.
So it's definitely an exciting time for us right now. But we're humble, you know, about all the support and hope that you guys continue to support us. All right, let's get into the lineup today, Sam, man. We've been mumbling our mouths a little bit, you know, today. Charles Barkley sat down on CBS and they did a panel discussion about Kobe Bryant, and something that he said earlier kind of rung a lot of bells and rubbed people the wrong way. What he said about Kobe Bryant. We'll be playing that audio and digging deep, you know, into, you know, what was said and what was meant by what he actually said today. Also, the Breakfast Club released an interview with 50 Cent today. He talked about a lot of stuff, but notably he talked about Meek Mill and Drake, and kind of echo some of the sentiments that we had here on the podcast. So we want to kind of get into that. We thought it was a real good talking point earlier when we were just getting ready to come on the set earlier, talking about the stories we were getting ready, you know, to do. Also, a picture today, SamAnt, of Snoop Dogg's son surfaced. I want to get your opinion on that. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, rapid fire. I want to hear what you think. Snoop's son. I forgot his name, but you know what I mean? It's a picture out there. You know, he's getting a lot of controversial comments over. And Big Daddy Kane, man, made a statement today. He called Eminem the Kobe Bryant of hip hop. And that has everyone right now in the hip hop community talking today. And like I said, at the end of the show, we have some other topics that we're just going to throw in there and rap with you guys about today. But definitely, man.
Indeed. What do you want to start with today? Let's start with you know what I want to start with?
Go ahead.
Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm sitting there, man. I'm going through looking for stories today, and I see this, and I see the headline that says Big Daddy Kane puts Eminem as the Kobe Bryant of hip hop. And I just had to click it. This was courtesy of Cherie's World Podcast. Cherie Johnson is the host of that. Shout out to Cherie Johnson in this podcast. Never heard of the brother, but he know Big Daddy Kane, and Big Daddy Kane called in and had some things to say.
Dope.
Let's hear it.
Jay-Z has always said he's the Michael Jordan of hip-hop. So if that's true, then that means you got to be Dr. J. But let me ask you this. Thank you, brother. Let me ask you this. Rappers and basketball players and rappers. What do you think? How did you feel about the loss of Kobe Bryant?
I mean, I was just on Instagram and I saw a post that said, "No, not Kobe." So I just Googled it. And when I saw what happened, like I was really in a state of shock. You know, I was like really in a state of shock. Like, wow, this is unreal. You know, because this was a young brother and, you know, one of the greats, you know. I probably would have him in my top five, you know. I mean, one of the greats in the NBA. And young, man, you know, and, you know, watching him grow through the NBA to the person that he became, you know, I thought was a beautiful thing, man. I had the opportunity to meet the brother once, and, you know, it was crazy because they told me that, you know, he was cocky and arrogant and this and that, yada. So when I met him, you know, it was like, you know, I was a little standoffish. And he was like, yeah, my man, such and such, and played some of your stuff for me. I used to tell him that I thought, you know, such and such was the greatest rapper. He's like, you need to hear Big Daddy Kane. He played some of your stuff. I was like, yo, I started buying your stuff, man. And I was just like, wow, you know, like amazed. So it's like I had nothing but the utmost respect for this young brother. So to hear that, you know, it really hit the heart, you know. And then like an hour later, to find about, you know, his daughter, you know, that's when it was like, you know, I put up a rest in peace post, logged off of Instagram, went and grabbed my 7-year-old, and I just hugged him for about 10 minutes straight, man. You know, I just hugged him for about 10 minutes straight.
Who you think is, who is, you're Dr. J, Hov is Jordan, who is hip hop's Kobe Bryant in your opinion?
what's the generation after Jay? I don't know what it'd be. Eminem.
Oh, I like that one.
Eminem.
I like that one. Real MCs holding on to the art.
That's real.
I love it.
I wasn't expecting that answer. That's pretty good.
All right, so some things that we could definitely clarify. Cherie Johnson, which name sounds very familiar, was the actress, I forgot her name, off Family Matters. That was Laura's best friend.
Okay.
Remember her off the Family Matters, the light-skinned one. She used to go out with Waldo back on that day.
Oh yeah, okay.
She's the host. She's the female that we heard at the end of that when he named Eminem. I don't know who the brother was. I apologize for that.
Dope.
So all right. So the headline make you go, whoa. Hearing the context makes me feel a little different, but I want to hear your thoughts on it first.
To be honest with you, man, I don't agree. I don't agree with it. You know, a lot of people, I know they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Eminem," and you know, I'm an Eminem fan. You know, I seen him when he first came out. I think it was like '96 or something like that. Probably a little bit after, but I remember his wave and you know him coming up and me like falling in love with a few of his albums and his songs. I'm like, yo. And then when 8 Mile came out, it was like the icing on the cake with that. And at the time, it was like, yeah, he was banging with Jay, DMX. He was one of the best at that time. It just was what it was. But over time, longevity comes into play. And I think that's where he kind of fell back. I ain't gonna say fell off. I'll say fell back to the point where people who are in a conversation with him continued on and got better and better and kept dropping music and stayed more consistent. So I think he fell, you know, to the back of the pack as far as that. Still one of the greatest ever, but to say he's the Kobe Bryant of hip hop, with all due respect, my bro, that's delusional. I don't know if he was kind of rushed or he just threw something out there and it's going to stick, but hell no. Nah, there's so many people I can name right now that could be put above that right now, the Kobe Bryant in hip hop, and he's definitely not one of them.
All right, hear me out on this real quick. Now, I don't agree. I don't agree with Big Daddy Kane. He's one of the greatest of all time. I kiss the throne when it comes to hip hop and Big Daddy Kane. You know what I mean? No doubt about it, nothing but the utmost respect. But hearing it and then listening to him gave me some different context. All right, like, okay, I get what the guy is coming from. I understand what he's saying. He said his top 5. Kobe would be in his top 5. So in our minds and in our estimation, I can speak for you. Kobe's what, 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kobe Bryant, when we hear that name and we compare that to hip hop, that's a very high regard. It's Jordan and then it's Kobe.
Yeah.
It ain't a top 5. No, it's Kobe right there. It's not 3, it's 2.
Right.
So when we hear Eminem at 2, no, that sounds crazy. But if Kobe's in his top 5, all right, so maybe Eminem's not 2, but maybe Eminem's in his top 5. All right, I may give you a pass on that. I get what you're coming from. Then he said generation. He said Jay-Z was Jordan's generation. Okay, so then we got to take it from there.
Right.
Who did Jay-Z pass the throne to? I don't think of Eminem. I think of a Wayne.
Yeah.
A 50.
Right.
Other rappers that were in the game taking over and doing a thing and just making you go, damn. Like Eminem had his wave, like you said. Eminem was an absolute monster and made you go, damn. Lyricist, an accredited battler to the people that saw him doing his thing back in Detroit early on, had the movie, had the albums, had the credit, had the respect, no doubt about it. But when you think of like, damn, I think about Wayne just keep popping out in my head. The mixtape that he didn't get paid for, all them features, #1, the records. It was like, yo, this dude was dunking and throwing J's up and making you go, damn, could he give a run at Jay? I put him more in the Kobe conversation, but I respect.
Oh man, that's a change of heart.
No, it ain't, because I always had respect for Wayne.
He said Wayne fell off.
That ain't had nothing to do with his Kobe era. Fucking Kobe fell off at God rest his soul at one point. That's why he had to retire. The legs gave out on him. He had to go. It's still #2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got love for Wayne.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to misconstrue anything that I ever said in regards to him now, even though the album now is fired to what I think about him. He's the Kobe.
Bow down, baby.
Get the fuck out of here. Please.
Nah, but he proved it though with his rap though.
He can do it.
He proved it. When you heard it, you was like, oh shit, like Wayne is still got it. You know what I mean? He started moving up the Billboard, charts and stuff like that. So yeah, Eminem, I think more recently started to prove it. It was a few albums and a few songs that he dropped was kind of like, it ain't all that good. It just is what it is.
Off the top, oh God.
Oh
who's
boy,
the Kobe of your who's the hip hop Kobe to you? Just all, you know what I mean? It's you got to sit back and really think about it. But based off of Big Daddy Kane's criteria, coming off of Jordan, coming off the Jordan era, and not top 5, but top the 2. So who's Kobe?
Right.
To you?
I'm gonna have to go with Wayne.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to go with Wayne. I mean, as long as he was able to, you talk about 12, probably even like 15 years straight, he was on top. You know what I mean? Whether we talk about from the Hot Boys and emerging from that, you know, to all the different sagas that he had with the Carters and all the mixtapes that he had. Like, I mean, I have to give it to Wayne. And I was thinking like T.I., I was thinking Nas, but I'm like, body of work, consistency, you gotta give it to Wayne. And you know, I'm a Wayne fan, but for me to put him up, a Southern artist, you know, in the top, the being Kobe is big. So yeah, I'll definitely go a little Wayne. I agree.
I can't even think of a East Coast artist, and that's crazy for me because I know they out there. I was thinking of a Redman, obviously a Method Man, some real lyricists, but when he put that box on, it's like, okay, hold on, this is a different conversation. Who from that era can we say Kobe was? And
so, do you think Lil Wayne surpassed Jay, or he still can surpass Jay-Z?
No.
I think he kind of, you know, ran his course.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But it's all good. That don't take away from his mantle as being one of the greatest of all time.
How about Drake?
No, hell no.
Damn, why? Not lyrical enough?
Nah. And that doesn't take away anything from Drake. I think Drake, when he raps, I'll enjoy listening to his rap songs. I don't really enjoy listening to the R&B as much, but the rap songs I enjoy listening to. But I think he's in a different category than Jay-Z.
It's a little softer.
It's you know what I mean?
It's like soft. And I'm not saying he's soft, but it's a softer kind of hip hop.
It's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's still dope.
Yeah.
Love it. It's good. It's good for the bump with the ladies and stuff like that. You know, the kids can even kind of listen to it, except when they promoting drug use. But you know, Jay-Z's just in a whole nother lane.
It's a lane, man.
Yeah,
I agree.
And you know, shout out to Drake though, man. Still one of the greatest of all time, though. At this point.
Yeah, he's going down as one of the greatest of all time. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame of hip hop for his era for sure.
Yeah.
Drake is LeBron.
Oh.
Drake is LeBron. Drake is LeBron. Drake is the dude that he's going to make anybody that he's playing with look great.
What about Meek?
He can take you to the chip. It's Drake.
Damn.
It's Drake.
Damn.
What we going to put Meek? Durant? I'll give him Durant. He ain't LeBron.
He won some championships. I mean, yeah.
He won some chips, but when it was... We'll talk about that later on in the segment.
Well, speaking of...